Hey everyone, welcome back. So, if you're the kind of person who literally cannot listen to a song without choreographing a whole routine in your head, you are exactly in the right place. Today, we're bringing you a highly practical, step by step explainer on how to become a professional choreographer. We are taking all the guesswork out of this incredibly dynamic profession, and we're going to map out exactly how you can turn that love for rhythm into a structured, sustainable, and totally rewarding livelihood. But here's the real question, right? Do you actually have what it takes? We all know it takes passion to dance, but translating that passion into a full-on professional career, that requires a very specific mix of creativity, education, and honestly, a bit of business savvy. So we're going to break all of that down for you today, step by step. All right, let's dive into this. We're covering 5 key areas today. Do you have the spark? Mapping your educational pathway, funding your dance dream, the reality of the job, and finally, learning from a legend. Okay, first up, do you have the spark? Before you go all in and invest in education or start hustling for gigs, you've got to understand what the core calling actually is. At its very core, a choreographer is the architect of original dance movements and routines for performances and productions. You aren't just performing up there, you are creating the visual language of the production entirely from scratch. You're the director of movement. And to pull that off successfully, you need a specific set of traits. Now, obviously, you must be a creative person who loves to dance. That's a given. But the next two things are just as critical. You really have to genuinely enjoy teaching and training others, because you're going to be instructing dancers of all different skill levels on how to execute your vision. And finally, you must be good at working independently. A huge chunk of your prep work, your conceptualization, and just managing your career is done completely solo. Moving right along to Section 2, mapping your educational pathway. So, if you're ticking those boxes and you know you have the spark, let's look at how this builds. We aren't looking at education as a roadblock here. It's totally your fuel to professionalize your passion. And the pathway is incredibly structured. Step 1, you just need to complete your 10+2, in any stream at all. From there, you move to Step 2, which is snagging a bachelor's degree specifically in performing arts. And finally, Step 3 is where you get to specialize. You can grab a master's, a postgraduate diploma, or a specialized diploma in dance. Oh, and a quick pro tip based on our sources, always make sure to verify the duration of the course when you enroll, because they can definitely vary. Now, where do you actually go to study? You've got a massive array of options offered by departments of performing arts right across India. You could aim for esteemed government institutes like Maharaja Sayaji Rao University in Vadodara or the University of Mumbai. Or you've got a wealth of private institutes like Lovely Professional University or Reva University. But hey, crucial tip here. If you choose the private route, you absolutely must do your due diligence. Check if the institute is UGC and AICTE accredited before applying, and honestly, it's highly recommended to look up the NIRF rankings too, just to be safe. Which brings us to Section 3, funding your dance dream. Okay, let's talk numbers, because any solid career plan needs some financial planning, right? Training takes resources. But the good news? Formalized dance education has some really accessible entry points. Estimated course fees for this pathway generally range anywhere from 2,000 to 50,000 rupees. Now, obviously, those numbers will vary depending on the institute, but it shows that taking the professional route is highly achievable without breaking the bank. And if you do need a hand covering those fees, you've got two main avenues: scholarships and education loans. For scholarships, you should definitely hit up the National Scholarship Portal at scholarships.gov.in. They've got merit-based, central government, UGC, and AICTE schemes. Plus, institutes often offer their own merit-based scholarships. Now, if you're looking at loans, the Vidya Lakshmi portal is your best friend. It's backed by the government and the Indian Banks Association. You can apply and track everything right there. Also, don't sleep on specific state credit cards. Places like West Bengal, Odisha, and Bihar offer student credit cards with really low interest rates. The support is out there for sure. All right, Section 4, the reality of the job. So, what does life actually look like once you have that degree in hand? Well, forget the traditional 9-to-5 desk job. That myth is completely shattered here. You could be self-employed, an entrepreneur running your very own dance studio. You could be on set in the film and TV industry, working with advertising agencies, or choreographing in schools. It is an incredibly flexible environment that involves a ton of travel. And what's really amazing is that our sources emphasize how inclusive this field is, with genuine opportunities for differently abled artists as well. And as you gain experience jumping between those different environments, your career ladder is actually remarkably straightforward but super prestigious. You grow from being a choreographer right up to the highly respected title of master choreographer.
And the financial payoff for hitting those heights, it's substantial. Depending on your experience, a choreographer's expected monthly income can range from 50,000 all the way up to 2.5 lakh rupees a month. That means this isn't just some passion project. It is a seriously viable and lucrative career.
Finally, Section 5, Learning from a Legend. If you want to understand exactly how high this career path can take you, look no further than the absolute icon Saroj Khan. She was undeniably one of the most famous and influential choreographers in the entire country, and she proves exactly what is possible in this field. Get this, her journey started when she was just 3 years old as a child actor, but her massive breakthrough as a choreographer came in 1974 with the film Geeta Mera Naam, and from there, total domination. She hit absolute peaks, winning an astonishing 3 national awards and a whole stack of Filmfare awards. But her true legacy lies in this one stat because it is literally mind-blowing. She choreographed nearly 2,000 songs. 2,000! Including so many of the biggest Bollywood classics that we still know and love today. That staggering volume of creative output is just the ultimate inspiration for anyone looking at this roadmap right now. So we've walked through the whole roadmap in this explainer. The personality traits you need, the specific degrees, the funding tools, the reality of the hustle, and the incredible heights you can reach. Now that you have the map laid out in front of you, what's going to be your very first step? Are you looking up a performing arts bachelor program today? Or maybe checking out that Vigiloxme portal? The music is queued up, guys. The floor is yours. Thanks so much for learning with us today, and we will catch you in the next one.